Hello friends, welcome to All Basic. Friends, today we will know about foreign policy of India. The foreign policy of India regulates India's relation with other states of the world in promoting its national interests. It is determined by a number of factors: geography, history and tradition, social structure, political organization, international milieu, economic position, military strength, public opinion and leadership. Principles of Indian foreign policy: promotion of world peace, anti-colonialism, anti-racialism, non-alignment, Panchsheel, Afro-Asian bias, links with Commonwealth, support to the UNO, disarmament. Promotion of world peace. India's foreign policy aims at promotion of international peace and security. Article 51 of the Constitution, directive principle of state policy, directs the Indian state to promote international peace and security, maintain just and honorable relations between nations, foster respect for international law and treaty obligations, and encourage settlement of international dispute by arbitration. Besides, peace is necessary to promote the economic development of nations. Anti-colonialism. The foreign policy of India opposes colonialism and imperialism. India views that the colonialism and imperialism leads to exploitation of the weaker nation by the imperialist powers and affects the promotion of international peace. India advocated the liquidation of colonialism in all forms and supported the liberation movement in Afro-Asian countries like Indonesia, Malaya, Tunisia, Algeria, Ghana, Namibia and so on. Anti-racialism. Opposition to the racialism in all its forms is an important aspect of Indian foreign policy. According to India, racialism means discrimination between people on the basis of race, like colonialism and imperialism, leads to exploitation of the blacks by the whites, social inequity, and hinders the promotion of world peace. India strongly criticized the policy of apartheid, racial discrimination, being followed by the white minority racist regime of South Africa. Non-alignment movement. Non-alignment. When India became independent in 1947, the world was divided into two blocks on ideological basis, namely the capitalist bloc headed by USA and the communist bloc headed by the former USSR. In such a situation of Cold War, India refused to join any of these two blocs and adopted a policy of non-alignment. When we say that India follows a policy of non-alignment, it means that India has no military alliances with countries of either bloc or indeed with any nation. India has an independent approach to foreign policy and Panchsheel. Panchsheel implies the five principles of conduct in international relations. It was embodied in the preamble of the Indo-China Treaty on Tibet, signed in 1954 by Jawaharlal Nehru and Zhou Enlai, the Chinese premier. The five principles were: mutual respect for each other's territorial integrity and sovereignty, non-aggression, non-interference in each other's internal affairs, equality and mutual benefit, and peaceful coexistence. Afro-Asian bias. Even though the foreign policy of India stands for maintaining friendly relations with all the countries of the world, it has always exhibited a special bias towards the Afro-Asian nations. It aims at promoting unity among them and tries to secure for them a voice and an influence in the international bodies. India has been seeking international assistance for the economic development of these countries. Links with Commonwealth. In 1949 itself, India declared the continuation of her full membership of the Commonwealth of the Nations and the acceptance of the British Crown as head of the Commonwealth. But this extra constitutional declaration does not affect India's sovereignty in any manner, as the Commonwealth is a voluntary association of the independent nations. Support to the UNO. India became a member of the UNO in 1945 itself. Since then, it has been supporting the activities and programs of UNO. It has expressed full faith in the objective and principles of UNO. Some of the facets of India's role in UNO are: it is through the UNO that India embarked on the policy of fighting against the colonialism, imperialism and racialism, and now neo-colonialism and neo-imperialism. In 1953, Vijay Lakshmi Pandit of India was elected as the President of the UN General Assembly. Disarmament. The foreign policy of India is opposed to arms race and advocates disarmament, both conventional and nuclear. This is aimed at promoting world peace and security by reducing or ending tension between power blocs and to accelerate economic development of the country by preventing the unproductive expenditure on the manufacture of arms. India has been using the UNO platform to check the arms race, and to achieve this disarmament, India took the initiative of holding a six-nation summit at the New Delhi in 1985 and made concrete proposals for nuclear disarmament. Today's question: Look East policy of India. India's Look East policy was first initiated in 1992 by the then Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao. Since then, the policy has been one of the cornerstones of India's foreign policy. The policy is a strategic shift in India's vision of the world and India's place in the evolving global economy. It lays emphasis on improving cooperation with India's neighboring Southeast and East Asian countries. Today's word: inter alia. Among other things, the study includes inter alia, computers, aircrafts and pharmaceuticals. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.